Can you
Well,
see me
good morning.
properly?
And this morning we've got our very own Paul Austin with us
Whoa!
here to speak. Oh, just a minute. I'm going to start again. Good morning and welcome.
Sorry, Tim. Go on, go on, go on.
We're going to have an outtake reel for this, aren't we? Good morning and welcome. I've got Paul Austin, our very own Paul Austin, one of our readers at church, to chat with me this morning about how he became a Christian and how he's finding God, working through his life, even though he's got pulmonary fibrosis. Is that right, Paul? Pulmonary fibrosis? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
So, Paul, tell me, how did you become a Christian?
Well, I didn't want to become a Christian, to be honest, because all the Christians I met, I thought were, well, in my view, were a bit woolly woofter. But what happened was we had a daughter, which we were, me and my wife, we had a daughter late in life. And when you go for baptism, you have to make certain promises. Well, I'm a bloke, if I make a promise, I try to keep it. So I thought I would try to disprove the Bible. So what I did was I threw the Bible away first off, and then I started looking into the historians, Josephus, and all of those. And what happened was, if the historians write about a person, it's usually correct.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, everybody believes there's a Julius Caesar, you know, but people tend not to believe that there were a Jesus. But there it is in black and white if you go back far enough. So then I picked the Bible up and started to read that. And then a couple kind of, what's the word, mentored us. That was Rachel and Ian Follers. We did a little baptism course with them. And at the time I could see that there was something in the lives. You looked away there. There was something in the lives.
Sarah just walked in the room.
There was something in the lives that really that me and Janet didn't have. So then I started to get involved, read the Bible, and of course something happened. I was up in the attic once, and God literally called my name, and that just freaked me out. And
just a minute, hold on. You say God literally called your name. Did you hear an audible voice then, or?
Yes, it wasn't an audible voice. It's strange when God talks to you, because He is your creator. You know that it's Him who is talking. There's no doubt. You know within yourself that it's dead on. You get what I mean? Anyway, He spoke to me, and from that day, I've got deeper and deeper and deeper into a relationship with Jesus, and that's what it's about. It's about relationship. It's not about religion. It's about you and Him, and letting Him take over responsibility, really, of your family. And I found that really hard as a man to do.
Cool. And so now you've that was, how long ago was that you actually became a Christian, Paul?
Oh, a long time. It's about I should say 20 nearly 29 years.
Oh my goodness. And now how do you still see God working in your life? I mean, you've got quite a debilitating disease, but we've seen God working quite miraculously and healing to a certain extent. But how have you found having that disease and being a Christian come together, especially when you think that we've got a God who heals, we believe, and how has your Christian faith helped in that?
Well, my Christian faith, it hasn't, I don't know, it's just the same, really. I mean, I worked in a job that could have caused it. I was a fireman, a leading fire. I used to lead people into fires and put fires out. It could have been that caused it. It could have been the smoking. And if it is a God thing, there's always a reason behind it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always a reason. And really, it is a pain in the backside, but I find ways around it. I can still do the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
And you just have to think outside the box. But there's no way that I count that God or Jesus or has caused this. If he wants to heal me, he will heal me. And to some extent, he has healed me because I've not been poorly again.
Yes.
Even though I'm on oxygen, I've not been poorly again. I can breathe better. I can still get up and work with the homeless. I can still get up and preach and teach. And I find that a privilege. And another thing that I look at is the fact that if you read the scriptures in the Bible and you look at Paul, you look at Peter, you look at Moses, you look at Joseph, you look at Daniel, etc., etc. I'm not saying that I'm in their league,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is there was a lot of pain in their lives.
Yeah.
And did they give up? No, they didn't give up. There was no surrender and no retreat. And that's me. I'm going to stand until the end. I'm going to be there and say on my last breath that Jesus is Lord and is Lord of my household. Amen.
Amen. I'm loving that, Paul. That's just fantastic. Yeah, and this week we're actually looking at a Bible passages, Stephen being stoned, and I think that's a lifetime commitment. Is one of my themes for today. So I'll be talking a bit about that later on as well. Yeah. So really good to hear from you, Paul. Any other last words before you disappear?
Yeah, my last words are no surrender, no retreat. We're in a battle and we've got to realise that and we've got to stand to the end.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Paul. It's been great talking to you and hope you have a good week.
I will.